ladies, thank you very much for joining again and for taking time out of your busy schedules. Just going to run through a couple of things very quickly. Thanks for your questions. We're going to start with the mascara wand, and the reason for using this is just to get rid of any hairs on the eyebrows. So what you do is you use a mascara wand and you just brush the hairs back and forth, and all it does for any hairs that are already at the end of their life cycle, this will help to get rid of them. That's all it is. Secondly, the skin underneath the hairs, we need to give that a little bit of a brushing, so exfoliating the skin underneath the hairs, and what it does, it just gets rid of all the dead skin layers just sitting there, because we want to work with fresh skin. And it won't be painful at all for the client, when doing this. Okay, so that's what we do. The next step is actually to use a really good primer, and this is a 2-in-1 cleanser primer. So you clean the area and you also cleanse it. The next step would be to use a tissue and just blot the area. So just really give the area a nice press on it to make sure that you get rid of any moisture that's still on the skin. And the next, my little magic is actually my new blow fan. So you can use a blow fan or you can just use a hand fan, and that's just to make sure that the area is absolutely bone dry and ready to go. What I've done here, so I'm going to get my applicator. I've already added step 1, so I'll show you this. So that's actually the high pigment colour, step 1. Step 2, which is the setting formula, and step 3, which is actually the skin glue. Okay, you can see, let's see if I can point at this. So that's the really white one is actually the setting formula. It looks white on the stone, the same as the skin glue, but these will actually change colour and will be transparent. The other thing with this kit is that it actually heats up, so the actual product heats up according to the skin heat and dries quickly. Okay, so we do need to work fast with this. All I'm going to do now is to mix the formulas together. So I'll start with the colour and mix these together. That's it. Okay. The next step is I'm going to roll the needle into the mixture. So I'm just rolling the needle, and if there's too much of the formula on the needle, just pull it, just drag it along on the jade stone, and that will get rid of any excess. I'm going to draw some fine lines just to show you how fine you can go. And I can also, the other thing I will say to you, always start out with very small lines to begin with, or at least the outline of the shape, because this way you can always make it bigger, make the eyebrows bigger if this is what the client wants, than starting out with really thick eyebrows and then trying to correct them later and make them smaller. So do it the other way. Start with smaller eyebrows and make them bigger as you go along. And remember, with these hair applicators, you can make the lines as long or as short as you want. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. So that's just an idea to give you some, to show you what you can actually achieve with this product. So I've gone thin and just wanted to show you, if you start thin, you can always build up. If you start with full-on eyebrows that are too big to begin with, it's more difficult to actually correct later on. Okay, and the other thing I want to explain are the different needles. Okay, so you've got a slightly thicker needle. I use the very, very fine one, and I've exaggerated the lines just to show you how you can actually make them as short as you want or as long as you want. The slightly thicker needle that's also inside the set, you can use that for actually outlining the eyebrows if that's what the client wants. And also for some clients may just want to actually have the skin paints to fill in any larger gaps that they might have. And also with the thicker, the actual brush itself, if you have ladies who come in who've had eyebrows tattooed in the past and just want to freshen up, this brush is perfect for doing that. So you just need to just mix the formulas together and just go over the old tattoo that's already there, and you can use the thicker hair applicator pin to actually draw out the outline. The other thing you can do, and another thing I should tell you as well, when you're actually working with a lot of hairs, what you can do is use your tweezer. You go in with the tweezer closed and just open the tweezer like this. So let it just open a little bit, and then you can really get to the root of the hair, and then you can really start painting in between. And finally, back to this little gadget again, just turn it on at the end of the treatment and just blow it for about 5 minutes. That's all it needs. And again, ladies, good aftercare is crucial. So just make sure that your ladies know what to avoid for the first 24 hours, because it may appear dry, but actually it's still curing, and it does need 24 hours to cure. So just make sure that they don't go anywhere near the area with water, with oils, creams, suntan lotion, the whole shebang, because anything that's oily will actually start to break down the treatment itself. The first 24 hours, no swimming, no sauna. And if they do that and really do take care, they will have eyebrows that will last for at least 3 weeks. Thank you again for watching. Thank you.